Hello and welcome to tonight's Shamrocks stream. Tonight's game is a matchup between the Cubs of the University of Detroit Jesuit and your Catholic Central Shamrocks. The Cubs enter with back-to-back scoreless losses and a 1-2 record, and your Shamrocks are on a mini 2-game winning streak. And let's take a look at tonight's comparison between the Cubs and the Shamrocks.
Yeah, what I want to take a look at is the takeaways. The Shamrock.
Another thing to keep an eye on is the ranking you see at the bottom of your screen. Shamrocks have a pretty hefty lead in that department, coming in as the 18th ranked team in the state. Now the Cubs have a big play potential with the two biggest playmakers on their offense being quarterback Nathan Brown and wide receiver Chris Mutabi, both of whom have gained college interest and hold offers from Butler and Saginaw Valley State. However, offensively the Shamrocks pose a larger threat than UFD. They averaged 2 more touchdowns than the Cubs do this year, and a huge part of that is the Shamrocks' dual threat wide receiver and punt returner Owen Sem, who has 4 touchdowns this year, 2 through the air and 2 on punt returns. The Cubs have to throw everything they have at Sem because his quickness and elusiveness has just torched defenses this year. The Shamrocks should have the upper hand tonight if Sem stays hot.
And that leads us directly into the next graphic. Let's take a look at the last 5 meetings between them. Catholic Central has won all 5, and the last time it was close was on their side, but will need to avoid mistakes to advance to 3-1.
For sure. And once again, wide receiver and DB Brady Bakita is out tonight. Fullback Connor Bell is out tonight. Defensive lineman Michael Beitu is out tonight. How about maybe the biggest playmaker on this list? What about Jackson Ewald, Lucas? What have you heard about Jackson?
Sadly, I believe he is out, and that is a major blow. He's a big hitter from the secondary and has made some impact plays.
All right, that's going to do it for the pregame show for tonight's portion. We'll check in a few minutes when we're just about ready for kickoff.
And I like this aggressive approach by Catholic Central. They won the toss and they want the ball. Let's see what they can do with it here.
Sun's still up. Child's kick is at the 1. Hager's going to take it from there. Out past the 10 to the 20. Finds some space. Where goes Evan Hager? Upfield on the 39-yard line where he's brought down another electric return to start the night for Evan Hager.
Yeah, Hager's been very consistent returning the ball off the kickoffs for Catholic Central. He's had a couple where he's brought to the other side of the field. That one was pretty good, and look for at least a second, then he might take it all the way.
Great start. First down, Shamrocks tonight. I mean, out ahead. Let's get some points on this first drive. Takes the snap. It's a gift to Schaefer. Trying to find some space. He carries it to the 46 at the pickup of 4.
Yeah, that's a nice hard run by Schaefer. It looked for a second like he might just have 1 yard gain and was stuffed, but he had a nice cut there and got 3-4 yards more than he should have.
Schaefer leads all Shamrock rushes this year with 93 yards on 4 yards per carry. He only found the end zone once, which is slightly down from last year, where Schaefer was a huge piece of this offense. He's looking to get in the end zone again tonight.
And I believe it's still really early this season. I believe this is their first division game.
Bile takes off. Drop back to pass, but instead Bile gets it just in front of midfield. There's a flag down.
Especially how late that came out. I'd be surprised if it was on the offense. That looks like it's
15 yards up for the Shamrocks. It's a business against the Cubs.
Yeah, those 15-yard penalties are just undisciplined on defense.
We're going to go with a two-back set here. In comes Spencer Lyons, blocking running backs. Schaefer on set at the bottom of the screen. He leads all Shamrocks players with 4 touchdowns and 262 receiving yards.
That's something you don't really see in high school.
Gives to Schaefer to the left side. Schaefer trying to stiff arm and gets his way back to the 46-yard line. The initial hit by Xavier.
It's another instance of Schaefer. I mean, that play looked like he could have lost 5 yards on it. It's a good cut there. He's not make it all bad.
Does a great job after the carry. After the hit. Trying to find any space he can to gain more yards.
This is new. Yeah, the bulbs are missing for the 1.
Second down and 9 for CC.
At least to maybe have a chance to fix it for boys' pool, you know? Yeah.
File takes the snap out of the shotgun, looks short right. It's caught by Ray Zerke. Zerke's got space. It's up at the 28. Number 28 out of Colts.
And after that Chippewa Valley game, that's where CC's had most of their success in the passing game. Short passes to usually Semp and Zerke and occasionally Connor Cohen, and letting the receivers do the work. Quick start here for Bile. I think he would have at least had a first down there. Just tripped up. And they've already eaten up a little over 3 minutes in this quarter.
Cohan motion. Bile takes a snap, gives to Spencer Lyons, who is wrapped up immediately by Zachary Green.
Along with like half the defense.
Shamrocks are faced with a third down, of which they are 12 for 33 this year.
It's not very impressive. They can definitely do better than that.
It's not overly impressive, but UD on the other hand, 7 for 29, converting at just a 24% clip.
Well, Catholic Central's better there.
They do have the 4 wide receiver set, which gives Bile the maximum potential to make a play. And he's going to look deep to the end zone for Semp, just overthrown. It's incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that looks like a miscommunication between Bile and Semp. I think Bile thought Semp would cut back towards the left side of the field, but Semp kept going towards the middle of the field. Just miscommunication. He was open. If he hit him there, that would have been a touchdown.
4th and 7. Declan Bile still on the field with the offense here. Lucas Moscone drilled his only field goal attempt of the season last week for 30 yards. This would be from about 41.
Yeah, and I get it. He hasn't kicked a lot. He's been really good on extra points, but we haven't really seen him show off his leg on the field goals. I think this is the right decision.
Shamrocks are going to see the offense now. They're going to go for it. Strip set to the left side. Bile drops back to throw. Wants Semp on the crossing route. He's going to throw. Caught by Semp for the first down. Inside the 12 to the 11-yard line. First down ticket.
This first drive is looking a lot like the plays they used against Naperville last week. Crossing routes, screen passes, mixing in the occasional run play. And that's where they had a lot of success against a very good Naperville defense. First down.
Right side, and it's going to go all the way to the house, and he doubles.
Yeah. Great job by Jafer keeping his legs turning. Keeps fighting through the contact. And I think that's a really good, long, sustained drive early on for Catholic Central.
That's exactly what they wanted to start the game, was to eat some clock up. They take up just under 5 minutes here, and they get the result they want. 7 points. Moscone's extra point is straight on through, and the Shamrocks lead 7-0 here.
That might be the first time this year where they've taken the first drive, went down the field, and scored.
Moscone is going to send it deep to U of D.
And those U of D returners are in short. It's going to go over their heads, and it is.
Just out in front of the goal line. And taking it for U of D is Austin Inoit, and he's hit at about the 17-yard line.
I'm not a big fan of that formation there for U of D. They kept all their men really high. The kick returners were at the 10-yard line. I don't know what they expected the kick to happen there.
And I'm like, who makes coffee this early? They already have their coffee. Him and Ashley have that machine. They usually utilize it for like afternoon, maybe around lunch.
Well, this is the first time we'll see U of D starting quarterback Nathan Brown, who holds multiple college offers to go play quarterback.
U of D's offense has struggled this year. First play is a give to the running back. I believe that was DeJuan Hughes on the carry, not picking up much.
Not a lot going there. And UAD averaging barely over 200 yards a game, little over 11 points. This is not what they expected coming into this season. They're looking to bounce back here against Catholic Central. So far, haven't gotten much going. It is very early, of course, not even halfway through the first quarter.
Look up where the sound's coming from. It's clearly coming from the fluorescent light. And it's gurgling and like hissing.
In the slot is Chris Mutabi, who holds college offers in Division I in both football and basketball. It's a screen pass caught on the far sideline. He's going to pick up about 5 yards. That was Xavier Banks on the catch.
It's a nice tackle there by Shamrock. And they're all in the box. It looks like they have 8 guys at least in the box.
Yep.
But
And before this 3rd-and-1 play, we're going to check the spot of the ball. Horser hurries off the field. And running on is Charlie Petrakis. That was odd. Brown in the single back set motion over is Zanoix. They still have the box stacked here. 3 DBs, 8 men ready to blitz on this 3rd-and-1 from the 26.
a lot of confusion for the Cubs.
Quick screen pass is incomplete. Davenport on the coverage, but he's going to be called for pass interference here.
I believe that was a late flag, and I don't know if it was the right flag there. I think they're both fighting each other. It just looked a little more like Davenport pushing, but I think it was mutual pushing, grabbing.
Definitely a physical play, but right off the line of scrimmage, it's just a questionable call right now at this point of the game.
So now instead of 4th-and-1, it'll be 1st-and-10 at the Cub 41.
Well, the penalties were killer last week. They kept Illinois' Naperville Central in the game last week. It's a pitch play and brought down immediately by Ray Zerke. There's Nick Johnson on the carry. Short gain for Johnson.
No, kind of got sidetracked.
5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. U of D certainly takes a long time to huddle and get out of the huddle. They have not scored in the last 2 games. Outscored 71-0. A 50-0 loss to Granville and a 21-0 loss to Brother Rice. It's a handoff to Johnson again to the 48. It's going to be short. It's going to be 3rd down and 3 for the Cubs.
Yeah, and I think they're going to be looking at that 3rd down target, Chris Matibi. They believe they threw it to him on 2nd and 3rd down last drive, last sequence, sorry.
With Jackson Ewald safety being out, Nico Gunrich is the lone safety here.
Jackson Ewald's a big loss. Let's see how Nico can fill in here. Gotten a lot of playing time for a sophomore on varsity this year.
Brown takes the snap, gives short run, and he's going to get the 1st down as that was Johnson again, the junior running back.
Good effort there by Nick Johnson. Just kept his legs churning long enough to get the 1st down. And as we've seen throughout the year, Catholic Central has split most of their carries among 3 players. So far, we haven't really seen anybody else except Nick Johnson.
No, it seems that U of D is liking what they're seeing right now out of Nick Johnson. And right there, 3 straight carries for the junior. 3 receivers to the left side. It's a screen pass, and there goes Inoix to the 45, and he's going to be tripped up by Raid Zerke at the 42.
Now, Catholic Central's defense has been for a lot of this year a bend, don't break defense. They're really bending right now. I think they just gotta, if they can stop them here, it'll be a good sign, especially for against a UD offense that has really failed to generate much in the last couple games.
Yeah, they started really well with over 400 total yards against Grosse Pointe North. But in the 2 following games, just 206 total yards and only 86 of those coming on the ground, which is where they felt stronger here tonight, as there's a pass breakup by Mike Downs. And we have another flag down here.
And I am not a fan of that call if it's on Catholic Central, which it looks like it is. Oh,
It's going to be on the Cubs. An eligible receiver.
now this turns it from a second down where they can take a shot to the end zone, especially from 3 yards away from the first down. They can easily run it on third, to a play where they need to gain a good chunk of yards to have a shot at converting it on third down. This is going to be a crucial play in this drive.
Yep. 2nd down and 8. Brown with the give to Johnson again, who's going to lose a yard. That was Connor Cohan. And Shramick both combining for that tackle.
Now see, if there's no call on that last play, it would have been 3rd and 3 before that play, where they would have had a decision on 4th down. I think right now, if it's an incompletion, they don't really have a decision.
No. Shamrock defense strong to start the night. It's a run-heavy offense for U of D in the first quarter. A minute and 32 seconds here. Sean Smith and Raid Zerke, battle of number 7 at the bottom of your screen. Nick Johnson out of the backfield again. Rolls right, wants to throw to Smith. Zerke's all over him. Brown takes off, tries to pick up the first down, and it's going to come up short.
Forces a decision here for UAD. They've taken a lot of time off in this first quarter. This has been like a 6-minute drive.
You're almost wondering if Brown didn't know exactly where the first down marker was, or if he gave himself up, because U of D is staying on the field here. Both teams going for it on 4th down early on.
Catholic Central converted. Let's see what UD does here.
1:11 to play in the first. Elijah Dotson and Austin Enix in the slot. Sean Smith at the bottom. Nick Johnson is the running back. Shamrocks look like they're going to bring the pressure. That's Courser on the edge. And we're going to have a timeout from the Cubs here.
They might have been trying to draw Catholic Central offside. They did not bite. And now let's see if they come back out with the offense or if the punt team comes out.
Yeah, almost impossible. 57-yarder for U of D here. They want to even think about attempting the field goal. It's likely going to be either a punt or a 4th and 2 try.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Student section is buzzing. Got two people dressed up in taco costumes. Offense on the field for 4th down for the Cubs.
Big play here. Catholic Central needs to force a stop, get the ball back with a 7-0 lead and be in control early on in the first quarter.
It's a give to Johnson. Corser comes off the edge and delivers the hit. He's going to be stopped short. Braden Corser with a nice play.
And that's a name we've heard a lot this year. Braden Corser, and I think Beckler Hauser was also in on the stop, but Braden Corser hit him first. What a year that junior is having.
Well, the junior linebacker just loves to be out there, loves to compete, and he makes the biggest plays out there. Nice job there from Corser. He gives the Shamrocks the ball back just behind midfield at the 40-yard line. Spencer Lyons is in the backfield. 3 receivers and the tight end Cohan. That's Davenport, Semp, and Zerke all the way at the top, being closely guarded by Trent Floyd. Bile takes the snap. It's a screen pass to Davenport, who is going to be brought down 4 yards behind the line by DeJuan Hughes.
That's something we've seen a lot this year of them using Jafer primarily on the first drive, and then they put out Spencer Lyons for the second drive. Kind of mix it up, throw in Hager a little bit, even though he's primarily on kickoff returns. That's why we haven't really seen a true feature back for Catholic Central, as the carries have been pretty evenly split.
All 3 certainly deserve to play. They've all delivered their big plays this year. Lions with a touchdown run in week 1 against Chippewa. Mo Jafer scored his 2nd touchdown tonight. And Bile's going to take a deep shot for Davenport down the left sideline. And once again, it's Trent Floyd in coverage. Bring up 3rd down and 14.
Yeah, Bile just needed a little more air on that one. Davenport had Floyd beat. Floyd made a nice play to save a touchdown, though.
22 seconds to play in the first quarter. It's been a quick first quarter tonight. Both teams eating up the majority of the clock. Only the 3rd possession of the game between the 2 teams.
Something we've seen a lot on 3rd downs this year for Catholic Central. They got 3 receivers and 1 tight end all out wide.
Bile lines up in the shotgun on 98% of his snaps, and he's there again. We're going to go with 4 verticals. Bile is going to be brought down after a short gain of 2 yards. And that should take us to the end of the first quarter here. CC's punt team out to start the second quarter. Last game against Naperville, Moscone mishandled the snap to start the second quarter, but CC's defense played it well, and the punt is blocked by U of D. It's going to trickle out of bounds at the 32-yard line. The first turnover tonight.
Yeah, U of D brought 9-10 rushers on that one. Catholic Central went more into an aggressive attempt to go get the returner. Didn't have enough blockers and had a couple guys coming up the middle unblocked.
Now it's up to the defense, as U of D is going to be set up with a short field to start the second quarter.
It's not what you wanted to see out of Catholic Central's offense after such a promising first drive, end with a nice Mo Jafer touchdown. Second drive goes backwards and then ends with a block punt. Defense is going to get tired if they have to keep doing that.
Well, U of D's offense has been anything but exciting this year, and coming off the edge was Sean Field, but somehow a nice play from the quarterback Brown to find the open man for the first down.
How wasn't that a sack?
Sean Field delivered a huge hit, but what a play by Nathan Brown. Austin Enix was the one who made the catch and picked up the first.
No, I think 3 guys made contact with Brown. Nobody could bring him down, though. Wow, that's a physical play out of your quarterback.
13 yards for
Credit.
Enix.
UD's quarterback, excuse me.
One back set to give to Johnson, and he's going to get nothing. That's Beckler Hauser on the edge. And Corser also was in on the tackle.
It's good. Catholic Central hasn't given really anything from rushing so far today.
10:52 to play in the second quarter.
It's a quick game so far.
U of D in the red zone for the first time tonight. Linus Goman at the bottom, being guarded by Zerke. And Brown's going to roll out and look for Goman. Throw a quick pass to the 15-yard line. Goman's tackled, though, by Zerke out of bounds to the 13. And they're going to give him even the 12-yard line here.
I saw a faint one finally, Jim. A faint one showed up on this. Really? Very faint, but it's there.
Big 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Cubs. And that's the first time we're seeing Ellis Folks in the backfield for U of D's in for Johnson. Motion play, it's a give to Folks, who's going to get absolutely nothing. Sean Field with a huge stop on 3rd and short for the Shamrocks.
Yeah, and now looks like they'll keep the... Nope, they're going to switch and kick the field goal here. Try to get some points out of this drive. Capitalize on the off the block punt. Let's see.
Yep, Chow is out to attempt a 32-yard try for the Cubs to try and get them on the board here early in the second. Under 10 minutes to play here.
Catholic Central like to do what UAD just did to their punt and block this.
Good snap, good hold. Chow's kick is no good. He missed it wide left. A huge break for the Shamrocks.
Yeah, Catholic Central got some pressure up the middle. I don't know if that affected Chow's kick, but that looked like a chip shot.
Sean Fields' play comes up huge there. The Shamrocks get off the field unscathed.
Yeah, and that's good job by the defense. Getting no points out of that drive after the block punt. Catholic Central's got to capitalize off that.
9:36 in the first half. Spencer Lyons is the running back for the Shamrocks to start drive number 3. No receivers on the right side of the screen. The tight end Connor Cohan motions to the left side. Bile. It's a pitch play. Lyons to the outside. Finds some space inside the 30-yard line, and a huge pickup And we have a late flag comes in, and he threw that one 10 yards.
Yeah, showing off his arm there. It's a referee. Jason Sod indicating that it's against the Cubs.
We're going to have an
But it is
illegal
not.
block in the back against the Shamrocks.
That's a really late call for an illegal block in the back.
The penalties. The penalties last week mounted up, and they kept pushing Catholic Central back. They weren't able to get their offense going the way they usually do, and tonight, 2 early penalties against the offense.
13. First and 17 on the 13.
That moves them back all the way to the 13-yard line here for a 1st and 17. Bile in the shotgun, motions Cohan over. Lyons is to the right of him. And it's another give to Lyons on the misdirection. The ball came out. Lyons is able to scoop it up and still salvage a 7-yard run.
Lyons slow to get up there. He's limping. In comes Evan Hager. He's going back down. It's like Spencer Lyons is injured. And that's a big blow. They already are without fullback Connor Bell tonight. Still no Brady Blakita. Hopefully he'll be back next week. No Michael Baydoun and no Jackson Ewald. So Catholic Central's thin right now. Let's hope Spencer's okay.
Well, we've seen Jafer, who leads the team in rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. We've seen Hager, who is able to provide a spark as that kind of third runner in the backfield, as that kick return kind of big play specialist. He sealed the deal last week with an 11-yard run at the end of the fourth quarter. But after that at running back, we haven't seen much of anyone else. So it'll be interesting to see if they decide to stick with the 2 Hager and Jafer, or if they decide to maybe go with a different running back as the third running back now that Lyons is out of the game.
Yeah, and I think it is a big blow that Connor Bell, who although he plays fullback, has got some speed and a lot of power out of the backfield. He's not suited. He's not dressed tonight.
Trips to the right side for the Shamrocks on 2nd and 10.
A lot of man-to-man coverage
Yep.
here. I would not be surprised if Declan took a shot.
This is where Declan can thrive. Going deep downfield for Zerke, and it's caught at midfield. Ray Zerke with a 30-yard pickup, a dime from Declan Bile.
Oh, and he was barely tripped up as well. That's probably the best pass we've seen Declan throw since week 1. Right on the money there.
Well, his completion percentage has been subpar, just 48% coming into tonight. But he does a great job throwing it downfield. And Zerke, who is a phenomenal athlete on offense and defense, makes a good adjustment and makes a huge catch. First down, Shamrocks. Three-back set, Cohan in motion, high snap. It's play action, rolling out to the right, and Jafer makes the grab but loses 2 as he trips once again on his own footing.
Off target there. Just a little bit by Bile. Jafer couldn't keep his balance.
Well, going back to the running back situation, Cameron Lloyd is the only other back we've seen get carries this year. He's got 7 rushing yards, but you've also seen them in on kick return duties. So maybe they turn to the sophomore if they need another running back here. Hager is out in the backfield right now.
Yeah, Hager's a good third down back. Even though this is only 2nd down. He's good at catching the ball out of the
Under
backfield.
7 to play. Looking for Semp on the cross, going deep instead to Cohan, and it's caught at the 26, carrying the defender for an extra 2 yards. Connor Cohan with a 28-yard pickup.
It's a good pass there from Bile. Right on target. And at first, a drive that started with an illegal block in the back is looking very promising after gains of 30 and 24 respectively. 28, excuse me.
Shamrocks having no problem moving the ball down the field on 2 of the 3 drives to start tonight's game. And I think it starts with U of D's inability to cover when starting to play in man coverage. They're pressed right on the receiver, and CC's receivers are so good at getting off the line of scrimmage. Hager spin move. He's going to pick up 7 yards.
Hager's got some tricks up his sleeve there coming out of the backfield. We've seen him do some very nice moves, make some nice plays, and turn rushes that could have gone for 1 or 2 yards into rushes that go for a first down.
They're going to give Hager a first down here. So in the red zone now, the Shamrocks, and they have 4 receivers here on the first play. Hager, the lone back. Bile gives to Hager again, and this time he is able to salvage a short gain of a yard.
Now these second down and long plays have been where Bile has looked downfield. Even though it's a short field here, I wouldn't be surprised if he looks to the end zone.
Well, you had 2 touchdown passes to Cohan against Davison where he starts on the right side of the line and just goes out and up, just straight across to the left, back left of the end zone. And we're going to have a whistle here as the Cubs want a timeout. 1 left here, 4:57 to play in the second quarter.
And just elaborating on these second down and longs inside the red zone, UAD right now was showing man coverage on that play, and I feel they need to be putting a couple safeties back because they're stacking the box and then going man-to-man coverage on the outside. They really need to make sure that they have these wide receivers covered, especially with how good of playmakers they are.
All right. Shamrocks line up for a 2nd and 9 coming out of the Cub timeout. 4:57 to play.
Yep, man-to-man coverage here.
Yeah, no one deeper than 6-7 yards downfield. See people at the 7 and 6 yard line. It's as deep as U of D's playing them right now.
I'd look to either Semp or Cohen here. They've been their most consistent red zone targets.
I like Cohan. And there he is. He's going to run that same route. Instead, it's Cameron Davenport getting in the end zone for his first touchdown of the year. Touchdown, Shamrocks.
Yeah, UAD dropped into a soft zone there, and that's not really a good decision to play so close to the end zone. They're letting them have so much room, and since Bile is only 14 yards away, he can throw it quick enough that the defenders can't recover. Not sure about the defensive scheme there. Bile will take what he can get. Easy touchdown to Cam Davenport for his first of the season.
And he was wide open. No one was there to guard Davenport. Found plenty of room in the end zone. Moscone to try and make it a 2-touchdown lead for the Shamrocks. And Lucas Moscone stays perfect on the year. It's 14-0 CC.
What is the time? Because the clock's messed up. Is it 4 or 9? It's a 4. It's a 4. And the 1 doesn't work on first down. Gotcha. Yeah, the balls are kind of all messed up. It needs some maintenance. It needs some bending. Yeah. Hopefully in time for boys. There you go. Is that good, guys? Thank you. My hair's in that same
An update from the Catholic League. The Shamrocks' next 2 games are against Brother Rice and De La Salle. De La Salle currently leads Brother Rice 14-7 in the second quarter.
No, I hope for a tie in that game. It's like watching the Patriots play the Cowboys. Don't really want either team to win.
Don't want either team to win. Well, I want them both to lose. And Moscone's kick is a good one. It's going to come up just short at the 1. Taking it out to the 17-yard line. What a hit. Oh, my goodness. Cameron Lloyd, the sophomore, delivers a huge bump.
2 sophomores there. Lloyd made the biggest hit, but Genrich was there to clean it up. Man, they drove him 10 yards back after contact. What a hit from Cam Lloyd and Nico Genrich.
So the Cubs have 81 yards to the goal line. They start at their own 19. Brown, quick pass to Enix, and he's going to get wrapped up by Corser. Short gain of 3 yards. Pardon me, Elijah Dotson, the freshman, on the catch.
It looks like Catholic Central's been practicing their hitting recently. Some big hits early on tonight. Still in the first half, but UAD hasn't really generated much. And on the drives that they've gotten down inside Catholic Central territory, they've just not converted on 4th down, especially with the missed field goal after the block punt.
2nd and 7 for Detroit Jesuit inside their own territory. 3 receivers, the tight end, and still in the backfield, Nick Johnson. Genrich is the safety. 3 DB set. Brown looks for the slant. Caught by the freshman Dotson. Upfield to the 43, where he's wrapped up by a slew of defenders, including Genrich and Shramick.
Yeah, he's found a way to get open tonight so far, especially with the absence of Chris Mutibi, their best receiver. Good job there. That's a big play to start the drive.
That's what U of D is lacking, that big play threat. Get one there, pickup of 22. Brown rolls right, being chased by Hauser. And a huge hit on the outside by Mo Jafer. It is a short gain for Linus Goman.
Yeah, Mo Jafer is not a name you hear a lot on defense. He's known mostly for being his running back and breaking tackles, scoring touchdowns. However, he is starter on this defense, very good defense, and he's made some big hits and big plays this year on that side of the ball.
2nd and 6, 2:30 to play. It's a give to Jack Johnson. Nick Johnson is going to pick up a whole lot of nothing there. Under 2 to play, 3rd and 5 for U of D. This has been a very quick first half.
Yeah, under 2 minutes now. That's
been almost a running clock. Not a lot of incompletions, no turnovers, no real stoppages besides U of D's 2 timeouts. Brown rolls out left. Hauser comes, delivers a huge hit deep downfield for Sean Smith. Caught and touchdown, touchdown Cubs.
wow. That must have been blown coverage there for Catholic Central. Just wide open. Beckler Hauser couldn't deliver as much as he wanted on that hit to Nate Brown. He had just enough time to get it off. And he put it right on the money.
There's a
Sean
bullet.
Smith filling in as that wide receiver 1 tonight. The absence of Mutsibi.
It looked like Gunrich almost gave up there at the end of that play. And Coach Mack letting him hear it. U of D's kicker Xavier Chow on to attempt the extra point.
Has missed a field goal tonight. This is an automatic.
High snap, Chow boots it right on through, and U of D draws within 7 here with 1 minute and 34 seconds. And now we get to see 2-minute drill out of Declan Bile and the CC offense.
You mean 1.5 minute drill, of course.
Last week, the Dallas Club 50-50 Raffle ticket winner took home $1,280. The week before that, it was $1,100. This is the Dallas Club in the South End Zone near the flagpoles to win your chance at tonight's jackpot.
There's Hager and Lloyd back deep to return. They've both made some nice, brought the ball back, given some nice field position to Catholic Central. See what they can do here.
Well, Hager, perhaps the most dangerous kick returner the Shamrocks have to offer. Had a 70-yard return last week against Naperville Central. And it's going to go in his direction once more. He's going to take it out from just inside the end zone. Waits for a block from Lloyd, and there goes Evan Hager down the sideline. Only Chow to beat, and he's going to be chased out of bounds by Xavier Chow. Evan Hager continues to put on a show as the kick returner.
Come on, he can't get tackled by the kicker. One man to beat. Should have just put a move on him.
And
Tried to use his pure speed.
Hager's excitement's only going to last for a little bit as the ball's going to be brought back due to a holding penalty.
Wow. That's something that's been consistent through the last 3 home games for Catholic Central is penalties. They haven't been able to control their penalties. That's not something that you want. Instead of having the ball at the 40-yard line, you're going to have it at your own 17.
Now we get to see a full 1 minute and a half, 1:24 drill from Bile on the offense. 84 seconds, still halftime. Three receivers to the right. Bile wants to go deep. It's underthrown and incomplete. The deflection was forced by Thomas Ryder. Semp was the intended receiver at about the 40.
The ball being thrown back to the referee. Looks like it hits Bradshaw in the head. But, man, I think if you're Thomas Ryder, you got to bring that ball down. It was right at him. Bile's lucky to be taking the snap on this play. He's got to do something with it now. See, it looks as if UD's going to go back to that man coverage. They do have Ryder back as a safety. But now he'll shift into man coverage against Davenport.
Need to pick up some yards here on second down. Bile, quick pass to Davenport, overthrown, but Davenport with a nice leaping grab to the 24. It's going to be short of the first. And Anderson will use his first timeout. 3rd down and 3. Minute and 5 seconds to play. Bile, quick snap, give to Jafer. Finds a hole. Mo Jafer initially had some running room, but was tripped up by DeJuan Hughes.
And DeJuan Hughes saved a touchdown there, and I'm sure of it. Jafer had a lot of green grass in front of him, just grabs his right arm, pulls him to the ground before Jafer would be taken off towards the end zone, if not for that tackle.
It is a 1st down. It keeps the drive going. Bile steps up and is going to be sacked by Zachary Green and Xavier Banks. Anderson is going to call his 2nd timeout.
Yeah, the last thing you want when you're going for a minute and 34-second drill is a sack. Sacks force timeouts, lose yards. Now, as we've seen all game, I'd be surprised if Catholic Central doesn't take a shot downfield. Bile's done it a lot tonight. He's gone for Zerke, for Cohen, Davenport. Let's see. Second and long.
This is a dangerous passing down. 2nd and 15. Definitely want to be careful with the ball. 43 seconds to play, and U of D will get the ball to start the 2nd half. It's 4 receivers for Declan, including trips to the right side. Jafer fights off an offensive tackle, tries to find Semp, but it's incomplete for Bile.
Yep. Looked like Zerke was in one-on-one coverage on the top of your screen as both safeties shifted down towards the trips on the bottom. I think if Bile hadn't been forced out of the pocket, he would have seen Zerke. He would have been open.
And instead we have 3rd down and 15 for Catholic Central.
I think you just got to take a shot here. You might as well. You don't really have anything to lose.
I agree. Multiple times you have beat the man coverage here.
Yeah, especially with only one safety deep.
Bile drops back, gonna go to the screen pass to Jafer out of the backfield. Jafer runs upfield and carries a defender all the way to the 36. Give him the 38-yard line, but that's not gonna be enough for the first. He's gonna be about 3 or 4 yards short. 28 seconds to play. And here comes Moscone. Last time they tried a punt, it was blocked. U of D squandered their field position.
And wow, it doesn't look like U of D has a returner deep right now.
Oh, they're playing for
Good
a fake
chance
or
to-
maybe to go block this punt again.
Not really.
No, it's a high punt, but it's going to go very deep. Takes a pretty straight up bounce. Hager downs it at the 22, and with 17 seconds left, the Cubs will get one last possession to end the 1st half.
It's a nice punt. It's a nice punt.
Punting 9 yards. First down, Jesuit.
Well, got a good prevent defense. You get out of here.
Student section is packed tonight.
For sure, for the business casual theme. Sleeveless shirts, ties. And Nathan Brown takes the last snap of the 1st half. That'll carry us into halftime. And the Shamrocks lead it 14-7 after 24 minutes tonight. We'll come back for 2nd half action. U of D will get the ball to start the 2nd half. Their Shamrocks up 14-7.
smash hit, Firework. We next feature music from the band The Chainsmokers and Coldplay. With more than 1 billion views on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, here is Something Just Like This. to the 50-yard line of Tom Mack Field. Tonight, we are joined by CC Band alumni from our decades present and past for our first annual CC Band Alumni Night. Let's show them our appreciation. Fans, the Dad's Club 50-50 raffle jackpot currently stands at over $800. You have until the end of the third quarter to purchase your 50-50 raffle tickets.
All right, hello and welcome. We're just a minute away from the start of the second half. Catholic Central will kick it deep to U of D. We saw a lot of successful passing in the first half from Catholic Central. They were able to move the ball down the field really well. But what does Catholic Central have to do to maintain the lead and win the game?
They got to be able to run the ball. That's something they haven't been able to do consistently, really the entire season. A lot in the first quarter, they got it, especially on that first drive. The run game was working very well. But afterwards, they were pretty much relying on Declan Bile to make plays downfield. And he's made a lot of them, but you don't want Declan Bile to be throwing when he needs to. You want Declan Bile to be throwing when he wants to. You don't want to have 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10s every drive. They need to be able to get the run game going, get 5 or 6 yards on first down. If they're able to milk the clock, they're going to be kicking it away here. They should have some success here in the second half.
Student section into it. And on the other side, dare I say U of D was a one-play offense in the first half, but it kind of was. Getting more than half of their first half yards on that 165-yard touchdown pass from Nathan Brown to Sean Smith. And I think just a lot of that has to change. They have to be way more efficient, creating gaps. The offensive line has to do a better job of getting the running back space. And I think if they keep the passing attack up, they can hang around. But the Shamrocks looked really strong on offense, especially passing.
Yeah, Catholic Central has made some big plays on the defensive side of the ball. A couple sacks, a lot of big hits, especially on the kickoffs. Let's see what they can do in the second half.
Enox takes it from the 9-yard line. And he breaks free, but is tripped up evidently.
That's something that's been
Mike
very
Downs.
impressive so far is their kick coverage.
Connor Davey with the tackle.
Yeah, and so far this year they've allowed a lot of long kick returns, especially week 1. Cephas Harris and Chippewa Valley. They've been getting better and better every game. Tonight they've been holding them inside the 25 every time.
And out comes Nathan Brown, and to the right of him, U of D's running back Nick Johnson. 3 receivers to the right side. Brown initially looks that way, but instead takes off, and is brought down by Sean Field and Ryan Shramick.
Catholic Central's had a lot of opportunities to sack Brown. Haven't done it really at all tonight. I don't think they have a sack. Brown's been able to get out of trouble, and even there they only gained 2 yards, but that can be dangerous if you're not able to bring down a quarterback.
Second down and 7 from the Cub 25-yard line. Zerke guards Enox at the bottom of the screen. It's a play action bubble screen pass caught along the sideline
Gave him a yard, maybe 2.
by Enox.
Favorable Shamrock spot. 3rd and 5.
Third down on 5 from the Cubs 27.
See, big stop. Big opportunity here to make a stop.
They had a 4th down stop earlier in the game. That was Corser who shut the Cubs out, and him and Hauser lined up on the outside edge here once again. 3 receivers to the right for U of D. Connor Davey plays press on the slot, and then Zerke and Davenport press at the bottom. And he is going to be sacked. I think that was Beckler Hauser who got in there. Corser was in there, and Andrew Ross was in there.
Yeah, Beckler Hauser has really come into his own, especially in these last 2 games. Really broke out against, I believe it was Davison, where he took the ball into the end zone. Is that right, Davison?
Yeah. No. Last week against Naperville Central, 40-yard return for Hauser.
Yeah, Hauser has played really well recently. Him and Corser are a dynamic duo rushing off the edge.
Punt team is out for the Cubs. Semp the most dangerous punt returner in all the land. It's a short punt. Semp is going to field it on the fly from the 44. He initiates the fair catch, and it's a short field for the Shamrocks to start their first drive of the second half with 10:10 to play. .56 yards to go to the end zone here for the Shamrocks. UFD comes out in a little bit of a different look. Only one cornerback playing press. Hager, the running back. It's a screen pass to Semp, who is blown up by number 17, Trent Floyd, who made a nice plays in the first half, and he makes a nice play to start the second half.
And I am surprised that there was no flag for late hit, as it looked like Semp had been going to the ground. Number 66, Zachary Green, put a little extra in there. Questionable no call.
Bile motions Connor Cohan, the tight end. Takes a snap out of the shotgun, maybe a little bit of movement, but there goes Evan Hager. Hager finds some grass. There goes Evan Hager inside the 15 to the 10-5. Touchdown, Catholic Central. Evan Hager.
And Evan Hager doing what he does best, using his speed and elusiveness to break tackles, get down the field. Raid Zerke with a nice block there around the 20-yard line, and they didn't even lay a finger on him. What a run by Evan Hager, especially after a high snap to Declan.
59-yard touchdown run for Evan Hager, who is sort of filling in for that number 2 back, Spencer Lyons. He's eating up some of those snaps. What a way to start this second half for the Shamrocks.
Yeah, that's a really good start.
Moscone stays perfect on the extra points. It's 21-7 with 9 minutes and 11 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Looks like a good sign. I see Spencer Lyons in the special teams huddle here for the kickoff cover team. Looks like he should be good to go, but Hager may have proven he should be getting more carries.
Moscone. Yes, he is, and he's tall, 6'5". Moscone, the kicker, lines up to send it deep. Back for the Cubs. Here's Enix. And it's a high kick, fielded at the 4-yard line by Austin Enix. Enix is no blocking help from U of D. Wraps up at the 15-yard line. I believe that was Stone Chaney on the tackle.
But guess who made first contact? Evan Hager. Evan Hager ran down, avoided a block, and tripped him up near the 10-yard line. Stone Chaney finished it off at the 15.
Meanwhile, De La Salle leads rival Brother Rice 21-14. Screen pass to Austin Enix, who with a full head of steam is up for a first down up to the 31-yard line. Well, U of D only mustering 7 points so far tonight. And developing story, we don't see Chris Mutabi out on the field. He made a missed call earlier on in the game, and Mutabi was targeted on an incomplete slant route. But that is a major blow if he's not healthy for tonight's game. Sean
Doesn't look
Brown
like he is.
outright for a short gain. Hauser on the stop.
And Nathan Brown's physicality almost reminds me of Josh Allen. He's not really afraid to take a hit, use his legs, get out of the pocket. Very hard to bring down. He's got a heck of an arm.
Yeah, we saw him flex that throw power in the second quarter and threw it past everyone on the Shamrocks defense. 2nd and 6 from the 34 for the Cubs. 8:15 to play. Genrich is a safety. Shamrocks are going to come in a 4-3 set. Brown feels the pressure. Ball came out. It's on the ground. And chasing after it is Andrew Ross. They're going to call it an incomplete pass. That does force a 3rd down and 6.
Going back to the instant replay, it does not look like his arm was moving forward yet. I think that was a fumble.
Well, yeah, we all saw the odd play Justin Herbert had against Washington. Probably not as blatant here, but we're going to see what U of D does. They have trips to the left side. Johnson in the backfield. Brown feels the pressure coming from Hauser, and he's sacked by Beckler. Hauser. It's a short sack, but it's a sack and up, a loss of 2.
Nice
and
play there.
UFD's going to bring the punt team out here. Chow will come and kick it deep to Owen Semp. 7:20 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Chow stands at the 20-yard line. This is a good snap, good blocking. It's a high and short punt. It's going to bounce at the 38. It might have hit Cam Lloyd's ankle.
Nah, I don't believe it did. I think it was just a spin.
It's going to be down at the 42. It's a short punt. It's another short field for Catholic Central to start. And even 7 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Shamrocks hold a 14-point lead. I want to give a quick shout out to Sam Howard and Nathan Scholak, birthday boys of the students section. Semp comes in motion here on 1st down. It's a give to Hager, who runs with a full head of steam, just short of midfield. Second down and 4 from the 48 for the Shamrocks. 6:25 to play. Bile in the shotgun. Cohan comes in motion.
Look for a shot here.
Hager in the backfield gets another carry. Finds some space to the left side. Stiff arms one. Hager's going to try for his 2nd touchdown tonight. Gets a huge block. Hager's going to be just short. Out of
No
bounds
signal yet.
at the 3-yard line. Hager takes off again. Just the spark that the Shamrocks need out of the backfield.
And what a breakout game for Evan Hager right now. That is his 2nd big rush. He's had a couple good returns tonight. Just in the absence of Spencer Lyons, who actually isn't injured anymore. He was out on the kick return. He's had a heck of a game.
48-yard pickup for Hager. It's his second run of over 40 tonight. The other one being a touchdown on the last drive. And now Bile turns to a 3-back set. And we're going to have a timeout called by U of D with 6:08 in the third. I think U of D's actually been pretty inefficient in how frequently they spend these timeouts, throwing them out like they're candy. I mean,
yeah, I'm surprised. We're not even halfway through the third quarter right now, and they've used their first. They used 2 in the first quarter in the last half. Of course, first half timeouts don't matter as much as the second half, but this is very early, and I don't think that was a necessary timeout.
Hager remains the running back here. Declan Bile is surrounded by 3 running backs here. Kyle Roberts to his right, Coan to his left. 2 tight end set here. Motions Roberts forward. Bile takes a snap, gives to Evan Hager, who's going to roam free. His second touchdown tonight for Evan Hager.
Evan Hager has shown a burst in this game that has been lacking from the Catholic Central running court. We expected Mo Jafer to break out tonight, but it's been Evan Hager, the junior, primarily plays baseball. Very good baseball player.
Going to Alabama to play Division I baseball, SEC school, multi-sport athlete, Evan Hager getting it done here.
Maybe he should go start at running back at Alabama.
Well, he's definitely climbing up the ranks tonight. They've got to be pleased with how his energy and burst of speed.
And the big thing is there's been 4 touchdowns tonight and 3 have been on the ground for Catholic Central. That is huge. They have not done that.
They only had 2 touchdowns on the ground coming into tonight, and they tack on 3 more in just 2.5 quarters.
Catholic Central, a couple quick strikes here in the first half.
I guess it's safe to say your D's timeout was ineffective there.
Yeah, I don't think that was the right decision. Hager would have scored either way.
Freshman.
Now, we said earlier in the game that running would be a key to this game. And wow, it sure has.
It sure has. Moscone to boot it deep. It's a line drive kick. It's going to get in the end zone for a touchback. No return there.
I believe that'll give UAD their best position after a kick, that touchback. It's the first one that's gone into the end zone. All the rest of them they've tried to return. No, sorry, it's at the 20-yard line, so might have gotten a little more, but so far this kick coverage team has been very good. Something that's been a little bit of a weakness, especially week 1.
U of D will start at their own 20. And it's a handoff to Nick Johnson. struggles to gain anything, he's going to get a yard.
One safety. Catholic Central here. It's Nico Genrich getting a lot of playing time. The absence of Jackson Ewald among others tonight.
Shamrocks show pressure here. It's a handoff to Johnson, who is going to be brought down from the back. That is an automatic horse collar flag. Sean Field is going to be flagged for 15 there.
Just not a good decision. That had a couple players coming in from the front. He did not have to do that. You got to go for the legs there. You cannot go for that head and neck area. It's a very dangerous play and not a very smart one either.
No. Had him backed up there. Would have been about a 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7. Instead, U of D is going to get it at the 35.
First down comes from their own 35.
4:54 to play in the third. In the backfield is Ellis Folks. 3 receivers at the top of the screen. Brown rolls out left. Here comes the pressure. Brown escapes and is able to get all the way upfield, sliding for a first down, a pickup of 11.
Wow. That looks like it could have been sack, 4 or 5 yard loss.
Brown is a very good runner at the quarterback position.
Yeah.
Under 4 to play in the third quarter. Play action. Brown wants a shot over the middle to Enix. Penalty flag comes in. For the time being, it's a pickup.
I think it's
Of
an
a-
eligible receiver
About
downfield. It's
22
coming back.
yards.
Penalty is eligible receiver downfield off the offense.
Well, that makes up for part of Sean Field's penalty. Front 4 has been really strong tonight. Forcing pressure, forcing Brown out of the pocket. They just have to do a better job of finishing the job. Sean Field, Andrew Ross, Jeremiah Relford, and Connor Cohan. They're definitely disrupting the offense. A pitch to the right side for Nick Johnson is going to get about 2 yards. Short gain, 2nd and 13 upcoming for the Cubs.
The only person to really have any success rushing tonight is quarterback Nathan Brown. Nick Johnson hasn't really gotten going, and they haven't used any other running backs.
We've seen glimpses of Ellis Folks, but
2nd and 13 from the Cubs 43.
nothing to show for that.
I saw that picture being taken. That's one of my favorites. You came in, you're like, look at this. Oh my gosh.
From the right hash.
Two and a half minutes left in the third quarter here. A lot of time eaten up on this drive, but UAD has not crossed the 50.
And they need to chip at least some of the lead away as Mir Relaford with a nice stop there. Excuse me, that's Javon Massey on the stop there.
That might be the first time tonight that first contact has gotten Nathan Brown down. And I think that's what you have to do. You have to go for his legs. They've gotten some big hits on his body, but he's managed to run through them. Nice stop there.
2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Hager in the game as a free safety next to Genrich. Brown looks injured here as he limps towards the huddle. Maybe
Looks
taking
like-
a little bit, one too many hits.
And the play clock is down to 5, 4.
And U of D's
Time.
going to have to take another timeout.
Wow. We're
U Hall called timeout. Their second of the half.
saw that ref signal that they had 2 seconds left on the play clock, tried to hustle and get the play off, but in the end they'll have to burn their second timeout of the half. And you never want to use 2 timeouts in the third quarter, especially when you're down.
Well, if U of D is able to salvage points on this drive, it puts them at a severe disadvantage. Entering the fourth quarter without any time, or excuse me, with 1 timeout. 1:26 to play in the third. Big 3rd and 12 upcoming for the Cubs. Brown takes the snap, is just going to fire a streak down the sideline, and too far for Sean Smith. Davenport on coverage. No flags down, and here comes the punt team for the Cubs.
And I know UAD wants to go for it here, but you don't really have a choice. On your own side of the field, 4th and 12. Even though they haven't gotten a lot on offense, save the one long 50-yard touchdown, they just have to punt it away. Things are looking very grim here for Catholic Central, especially if Catholic Central can put more points on the board.
Well, Semp is the punt returner. He stands at the 20. Chow to punt it deep. He has not been very efficient on punts tonight. And that's his best one. It's a line drive. 28-yard line is where Semp will take it. Makes a man miss and is tackled by Nick Johnson and Trent Floyd.
You don't usually hear punt, Owen Semp, and tackled a lot in the same.
Didn't hear much week 2 against Davison.
What a game that young man had.
Most teams just shy away from trying to kick it in a position where Semp can take it deep. But if you recall last week, he didn't have very many chances to return punts. Naperville Central found the end zone twice, but it was those 5 turnovers which just handed the ball back to Catholic Central. And tonight, U of D has been clean with the ball. No turnovers yet tonight for U of D. Bile looks, and it is batted down at the line by Mickelin Bradshaw, the junior.
Yeah, he kept that ball really low. I couldn't tell exactly where he was throwing that to, but could have gotten a little more air on it.
And it's 7 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Spencer Lyons back in the game. That's some good news for the Shamrocks.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten back on the offensive side of the ball, only seen him on kick coverage.
It's a lone back, Zerke and Semp, the wideouts. Connor Cohan in motion. It's a give to Spencer. And Spencer finds some space and is able to get very close to the first down. It's going to be just inches short. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
Yeah. Spencer Lyons is a big physical runner, able to break some of those tackles and get a nice 8-yard gain out of that. You get 3rd and 1. 9-yard gain, excuse me.
Oh, the Shamrocks bluff run here. 2 receivers again. U of D stacks the box. It's a handoff to Lyons to the left side. He's got the first down. Spencer to midfield, and flags come in. We're going to have a low hit probably called on Jasir Rahman.
Let's see.
This could be called on both sides, though. Rahman
And
delivered
Catholic
the low
Central's
hit.
moving
It's
back.
going to be holding. That's going to move him back. Simple 1-yard gain there needed by Lyons, and he got more than enough, but to no avail.
Wow, they're moving very far back. This is interesting.
Very
Where did they say the foul occurred?
Very typical of Catholic League refs.
Play that maybe should have been 3rd and 3 is now 3rd and 8.
We'll take it more than just 10 yards straight up. Clock continues to run. 16 ticks left in the 3rd quarter. Biles in the shotgun with Lyons. We'll see if they decide to snap it here. Bile points towards the clock. We're not going to snap here. And he is going to take the snap. Biles going to step up, evades the sack, and makes a nice play off the fingertips of Ray Zerke. Would have been a 1st down completion. Instead, we'll have 4th down and 8 from the 35. When we come back, Catholic Central leads 28-7. A little bit of frustration from the coaches upstairs on Bile taking that snap. So Moscone, like he starts some quarters, is out there to boot it deep for the Shamrocks. Low snap, Moscone's able to get it away just before a potential block, and a booming punt to the 25. Hager slips and slides. He's not going to catch him. Aiden Cram was on the chase. But Hauser.
Nice 40-yard punt there, but returned for 15.
We have 12 minutes of 4th quarter action. CC posts a 21-point lead here as we enter the 4th quarter. Nathan Brown was a little bit shaken up, but he is going to hobble back on the field. He's still visibly in pain with Nick Johnson, the running back. Give it to Johnson on 1st down, and immediately wrapped up by Javon Massey. Nice play from the D tackle.
Yeah, got into the backfield, and as we've seen today, Nick Johnson hasn't really gotten anything going. Nathan Brown's been their only source of rushing yards so far.
Brown, backfield. Here comes some pressure from Corser. Slips out of Corser's grip, and Johnson with perhaps his best run of the night for a 1st down, brought down by Genrich and Downs.
No need for the perhaps there. Catholic Central has had Johnson's number all night. That is for sure his best run.
Brown in the shotgun with 3 receivers. Johnson again gets the handoff out of the backfield. Johnson breaks a tackle upfield to the 30-yard line for the Cubs. And they move the ball into CC territory.
Where's that been all game for Nick Johnson?
Offensive line starting to create some gaps for him. No huddle for the Cubs. It's Johnson on the play action fake and off of the finger of Mike Downs. A dangerous pass. Brown wobbly pass off his hand.
Man, Mike Downs finds a way to get near the ball. Almost had another pick. He's had a couple this year.
Enix once again the target. He's been targeted so frequently here tonight, along with the freshman Elijah Dotson. Brown once again just seems very light on that right foot. Ten and 10 to play in the fourth. Brown drops back. Gonna go to the screen pass to Johnson. Play is read by the defense, and Corser ends up on top of Johnson at the end of the play. A nice tackle to force third down.
That's
for
a big
Catholic
hit.
Central.
That's a big hit by Braden Corser. It's a big third down here.
And the Shamrocks jump off sides. A crushing That's not what you want to see.
Especially on a 3rd and 4.
.9:25 to play in the fourth.
Penalties on 3rd and short on either side are really crushing, but 3rd and 4 and encroachment, that's just not what you want to see.
Give it to Johnson. Wraps up and pushed back. They're going to say his forward progress is stopped. Sean Field was there to wrap him up.
Little extracurricular activity.
Quick update. De La Salle still leads Brother Rice 21-14 in the third quarter. Oh, maybe a little bit developing. Bo Jackson and Skylar Hunter starting to throw on the sideline. Maybe the Shamrocks change hands to start the fourth for them. Brown looks right, pass is caught and dropped by Sean Smith in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And Raid Zerke, most notably known for his offensive plays, makes a big play there to rip the ball out of the receiver's hands. Nice play by Zerke.
Third and long for U of D, 8:09 to play. Banks comes jogging on. The freshman Dotson to the bench. Brown's pain seems to be getting worse.
Yeah, he's taken a lot of hits in this game. Even though he hasn't really been brought down for many sacks, he's still getting hit behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the backup, Patrick McVeigh, he ran for 2 touchdowns week 1. And that is intercepted at the far sideline
Mo
by
Jafer.
Mo Jafer.
You guys are doing great.
Mo Jafer with a touchdown in the first, and on the other side of the ball, a huge third down interception in the fourth.
Yeah, we had an interception there, almost in the red zone. I don't believe they were in. There was a missed field goal in the red zone. Overall, UAD's 2 trips have not panned for any points. And if you want to beat a top 25 team in the state of Michigan, you cannot be missing on those chances in the red zone.
Well, Bo Jackson is in at quarterback for the Shamrocks. His first snaps this year. We've seen Skylar Hunter take a few, but they turn to the other freshman.
I thought he
it's
retired.
A handoff to, and now Jason Sod and Bradshaw jawing at each other at the end of the play. That was Jafer on the carry. Under 7:30 to play in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Semp pretty much one-on-one. Bo Jackson might take a shot here.
He's a strong arm quarterback. High snap. Give us to Jafer, who is chased in the backfield by Xavier Banks, who's been one of the more impressive players on the Cub defense tonight, along with Trent Floyd.
That's a big loss there. Let's see if they let the young quarterback take a shot downfield.
Third down and 9. Deep in their own territory. There's the 4 wide receiver look. This is where you see the crossing routes and the streak routes down the sideline. Zerke and Davenport at the bottom. Jackson takes the snap, going to drop back for his first pass. Looks for Zerke. It's tipped and nearly intercepted. Ellis Folks had it right in his hands. It was deflected twice. The intended target was Zerke.
Wow, I am completely shocked that UAD does not have the ball at the 35-yard line right now. That fell right into Folks' hands.
Well, there was a hit right on the pass getting to Zerke. It reminds you almost of Malcolm Butler's interception in the Super Bowl as Moscone's punt is batted out of bounds. It was tipped on the line. No flag. Looked like one of the Cubs on the far side jumped offside. .6:26 to play. Nathan Brown is going to tenderly run on the right foot back out on the field. This is a gift to U of D, the field position. It's a pitch play. Johnson finds some room. Shramick was there along with Connor Cohan on the stop. It's a short gain of about 4. Under 6 to play. We're halfway through the final frame here tonight. Brown takes the snap. It's a handoff once again to Johnson. Finds some space on the outside, brought down by the secondary.
Looks like Catholic Central's defense has getting tired back there. I mean, Nick Johnson couldn't get any yards through the first 3 quarters. But here in the fourth quarter, he's got like 40 yards rushing, 45 yards rushing, only on 4 or 5 carries.
Maybe the offensive line is doing that much better of a job as Johnson takes off the right side once again, finding himself just a yard short of the first down here. Give to Johnson to the right side again. Swallowed by Courser. Sean Field. It's going to come up. He is going to come up short. It's third down. Oh, it is first down. First down for the Shamrocks. Student section having to put up with a few USD fans that are unlucky to find. Got a flag down here. Might be 12 men. I can't tell. It's on us.
I believe they had 12 men on the field for Catholic Central.
5-yard penalty. It's going to set the ball up inside the 10. U of D has not taken a snap inside the 10 yet. Brown looks to the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Schaefer on coverage there. And an intended target once again, Austin Enix.
The ball was overthrown. Might have gotten away with a little bit of a push there for Jafer, but it was not catchable. Mr. O'Brien, it is.
Third down and 5. Give to Johnson. Finds a hole right side. And U of D's brought it within reach here with 4:03 to play. It's 28-13. Nick Johnson on the 5-yard touchdown run. Giles out to attempt his second extra point tonight. He converted his first one, but missed a 32-yard field goal. Good snap, good hold. Chow is going to make it a 14-point game, so CC still doubling U of D's score.
Injured Ross almost blocked that. He got right through the line. Looks like we have an injured player for the Cubs.
And that does look like perhaps the senior captain, Michael Mathis. It is a huge blow for U of D. Their senior captain, Michael Mathis, is down at the 5-yard line.
We'll take a short break.
Michael Mathis. All right, 4 minutes and 3 seconds to play here. Catholic Central lines up in the onside kick recovery formation, and U of D lines up in their onside kickoff formation. 10 men at the front, and it's a squib punt, and it looks like Connor Davey Nico Genrich, third time's a charm.
Nice hands there. Good recovery by you and Genrich.
Oh, Bo Jackson got some playing time last drive. But Declan Bile is going to return out on the field. And try and eat this clock up. The power back, Spencer Lyons. And even 4 minutes to play. First down and 10 for Catholic Central from the 48-yard line. Bunch trip set to the right side. Bile in the shotgun. Takes the snap, gives to Spencer Lyons, who chugs on forward for a pickup of 5 yards. It'll bring up second down and 5.
Lyons has had some good runs today when healthy. 6-yard gain. And the goal of this Catholic Central drive is to just kill this clock. Don't give any chance of U of D to get back into this game. Evan Hager into the game now, and he has been electric tonight to the 28. Hager picks up one of the first downs the Shamrocks need to close this game out. I just don't think UD can bring down Evan Hager. I just don't think they're fast enough or strong enough, as Evan Hager has burned them on almost every time he's touched the ball.
On the kickoffs, 2 nice returns tonight, 2 huge runs. Include that 5-yard touchdown run at the end of the drive. Evan Hager has had himself a night. Cohan comes in motion. Bile gives it once again to Hager, who slips a tackle, gets to the left side, lowers his shoulder, and has another pickup of 12 yards and a first down.
How is that not a tackle for loss? The defender for UAD was there before Bile handed it off.
Hager jogs off the field. Joey Yafradi checks in at running back.
First snaps of the season.
Excuse me. Yafradi in at wide receiver. Lyons is a single back here. Ray Zerke still at the top, but it's most definitely going to be a run here for Catholic Central. And Lyons gets the ball. Whistles blow the play dead. There's a flag out. It's going to be
Most likely a false start. And it will be.
CC.
Oh, never mind. As Bo Jackson comes into the game.
Under 2 minutes. Bile will head to the sideline. Did his job to finish tonight's game out. And now Bo Jackson, who we saw last drive, is back out here to finish the drive. Jackson, handoff, Spencer Lyons. Gets hit, breaks a tackle, short gain, about 4 yards for Lyons.
Yeah, he'll be about a half a yard short.
Out comes Lyons. In comes the fan favorite, Evan Hager.
Iafredi and Zerke are wide. I'd be shocked if Bo Jackson drops back here.
Jackson with a give to Hager. Hager trying to find space to get that hat trick. And he's going to pick up the game-sealing first down. That should do it.
No, I don't think he did.
Oh,
Looks like they're about half a yard short.
just short. Hager looked like he had a little bit more than what they gave him. Instead, Spencer Lyons comes in on what should be the last snap of the game. Under 38 seconds to play.
Iafredi and Connor Davey wide.
flip sides here. 3rd down and 1. Jackson in shotgun with Lyons to his right. To give to Lyons up the middle, and he's got the 1st down, and that will do it tonight. No timeouts from U of D, and Catholic Central has defeated the University of Detroit Jesuit. 3rd straight win for the Shamrocks. A 28-14, convincing both offensive and defensively for your Catholic Central Shamrocks. Well, Lucas, we got cut off last time we did this, but if you had to pick an MVP tonight, who's your MVP?
Is this a question? Evan Hager.
Evan Hager. Gotta be Evan Hager.
All right, that about wraps it up.
That about wraps it up. But thank you for joining the stream tonight. We're going to see you next weekend. Instead of Friday Night Lights, it's going to be Sunday at 1 p.m., the biggest rivalry in all of Michigan, Catholic Central and Birmingham Brother Rice.